There are four areas that QorusDocs is different to the rest of the proposal vendors on the market today. The first area, and the one that our customers talk about the most, is the fact that we have capabilities embedded directly into Microsoft Office. If you think about it, most people are used to responding to an RFP or building a pitch or a proposal in Excel, Word, or PowerPoint, mainly those three tool sets. And so having to go outside of that to a different tool to learn how to use that tool is intimidating, and it results in lower adoption. We put those capabilities directly inside of those applications, and they're very sophisticated activities that we put into the Microsoft Office tool. So any new user can come in there into the familiar environment of PowerPoint and easily search for an answer to a question, or the latest slide, or someone's biography, or an experience record. And then they can lay it out in those applications in a very compelling way. So they could decide, well, we want to lay out all of our case studies in table format, or we'd like to lay this out in tombstone format, or a different format. We support those formatting capabilities directly inside of Microsoft Office. The second point is that we connect to content in your organization. Let me explain that a bit further. Very often with tools out there, they'll ask you, as you sign up to use them, to please move all your content from your SharePoint environment or wherever it may live into their tool so that they can then make use of that tool set. And that often is a very onerous process of moving content across into a different environment. Again, the content manager has to learn a completely new way of managing content. We don't ask you to move your content. We will go and connect to where your content is stored, which is in most cases SharePoint or Microsoft Teams or one of the Microsoft environments there. So you can leave your content in that environment, manage it, own it directly inside of your M365 environment. We'll advise you on how to structure that in the best way, but your content stays resident in your environment. That's critical in a law firm, in an AEC firm, in any professional services firms, tech firms as well, because they want control over their content. They want to ensure that it's private and that it's secure, and they have the ability to do that. The third area where QorusDocs is different is that we don't just deal with one or two document types. We look at the full gambit of winning documents that a business development team or a sales team might need to produce. For example, it's seldom when you're involved in a deal that you're just asked to respond to an RFP. Often you're asked, hey, come and present your offering to me. Or once you've completed your RFP, do a finalist presentation to us. Or maybe, hey, can I get a proposal that I can take to my leadership team to show what the solution is all about? Those are all critical documents as part of that process. And we believe that business development teams, sales teams shouldn't have to look at multiple point solutions for each of those types of documents. They should work on one platform to be able to produce any one of those documents as well. So we cover that full gambit across the full sales cycle of winning documents that are part of that process. The fourth point is our AI capability. Instead of boxing up our AI capability and really limiting what users can do, we've chosen to trust our users with the ability to prompt anything they want into QPilot. So they can go and prompt and use all the tools that are available and come up with their own prompts and skills themselves. But in addition to that, we've looked across the market at what the top skills are for a bid and proposal agent. And we've pre-packaged those skills up in our resource center to allow our users to get a head start when it comes to agents and their skills. So they're able to take the skills off the resource center, personalize those skills slightly, and then deploy those skills across a wide range of users. So whenever they're interacting with the QPilot agent, they're able to run a specific tailored skill and it produces a result. And of course, that reduces time that it takes to onboard and to ramp up teams when it comes to AI, because it can be quite daunting to learn to prompt and all these new things. but it doesn't box us into just providing a small amount of capability. We really give our users an enormous scope and breadth to be able to get the highest benefit from AI that's possible.